कोलाबा पुलिस स्टेशन बोला।
मैं कोलाबा के लिटिल डॉट्स प्ले स्कूल से बात कर रही हूँ। नैना जायसवाल यहाँ की टीचर। मैंने 16 बच्चों को हॉस्टेज बना लिया और मेरी कुछ डिमांड्स हैं। और अगर पुलिस ने मेरी डिमांड्स नहीं मानी, हर एक घंटा एक बच्चा मरेगा इन एन अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर। आई वांट टू स्पीक टू द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया।
क्या कहा?
फिर से बोलूं?
I am not a puppet.
Hello, I'm Anushri.
And I'm Navina.
And today we're going to be reviewing the movie A Thursday, which is brand new and just released this year. The movie is directed by Behzad Kambata and lots of different actors, actresses, but it's really a great movie, 2 hours long. I personally love this movie. And Navina, you can start off with the story.
Okay, so there's this Playhouse teacher who's really outgoing and a really fun person, but after like 10 minutes of the film, it just all turns out that she's abducted the children that she usually keeps in her playhouse.
She's like,
her playhouse is her house as well.
She's like 30 years old. She has a fiance and everything, but she's this is something on cinematography, but she like she's filmed in like bright warm light at the beginning to show how sweet she is. It's almost like hard to believe how nice she is. And then as soon as all the parents leave the children at the play school, she calls the police, and this is the exposition. Yeah. She's like, I am holding 16 kids hostage and I will not let them go unless my demands are met. And so then we are launched into just this whirlwind of story, this whirlwind of craziness, and just, you know, there's just a lot of...
It's so good though.
It's really good.
Like, it's so chaotic, and they add rain, which is supposed to keep people tensed and annoyed, which is exactly what it did. So I think that's good. I mean, even if it didn't make us feel good, it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. We don't want to spoil the movie. I don't want to talk about the revealing at the end or anything like that. But what I do want to say is just the movie itself. It's like, I don't want to say it's a slow burn, because slow burn movies are very much like, it's almost difficult to watch them. But this movie, it was slow,
but it kept on moving.
It just kept moving.
It wasn't slow.
Or like, it was a thriller.
It was fast, but
Suspenseful.
it never stopped.
Yeah.
Like ever. Because basically she had these demands, and every hour they had to be met, or else she would kill one kid.
Yeah, and so incredibly morbid. It took a morbid turn, and you know, but it, like, I loved it. Like, just the beginning. So we have this sweet, demure girl. She's innocent, and she's a play school teacher, and you know, she's just such a good character. And then it just takes a turn for the worse within the first 10 minutes, and you know, we just have this character who's really troubled and is hiding a secret that, you know, the director doesn't want you to know. And so the director does not reveal it until the very end.
Oh, and there was this really good point. Everyone starts saying she's crazy for doing all this, which, yes, you'd say about a person who's abducted 16 children. But they said she was crazy because they figured out she has anxiety and depression. And it was really good because they said that doesn't make you crazy, which is not known. Like, a lot of the times in India, they think any sort of mental illness is very uncommon and makes you crazy. But a lot of people have it in India and they just don't know it.
Yes. Good point. But yeah, it's a taboo. Mental illness is a taboo in Indian families and in India. So
it doesn't mean you're crazy.
Yeah. So it like shows that mental illness is a regular thing. But the reason behind her mental illness, I don't want to reveal. I'm not gonna say.
It's a big part of the story.
But it's a really big part of the story. And I'm just gonna say it's a trope that has been used over and over and over again in Indian movies. It's another one that focuses on feminism. And as much as a feminist as I am, at this point, almost all Indian movies I'm seeing now are almost using like feminism as a gateway to gain views, if that makes sense. Like to gain popularity. This one used it really well though, so I really enjoyed what was happening in this one. We obviously don't want to reveal what happens, but you know, it was really good. The movie started as a thriller, like for entertainment purposes, but then in the end it went like political. It went political and social injustice kind of thing, and so I thought it was really good. And there was an actual message at the end of the movie that I'm not gonna say, but it was haunting. Like the message was...
Can I say one message? Like it brought to light the idea that sometimes to get people's attention and to make them do something, you have to do something big. Yeah. And that's what this whole entire thing is about.
Yeah, and again, the political issue at the end, or social injustice issue, that I don't want to reveal. But you know, that has been used several times. Watch the movie to find out what happens. It's actually a spin-off from a movie called A Wednesday, starring Naziruddin Shah. and I read a little bit about this, but it's also another thing about this person who's trying to shine light and, fix a social issue by doing something completely uncalled for, such as, taking 16 children hostage and stuff like that. So, and I think the irony of the movie is those 16 children did not know they were being taken
They
hostage.
just didn't know.
They thought it was a normal day at
teacher.
play school, and so it was just crazy, and there was just chaos everywhere outside of the play teacher's home, but inside it was like a peaceful place for those children. So I thought it was just really, really interesting.
And the music was really modern and really cool, because you don't see that kind of stuff in Indian movies. It was so dissonant. It was like lovely. It was really good.
And then for some shots, several times there were super close-up shots of her, and I know that seems really cliche and almost like tacky, but I actually loved that in this movie. Like,
it close up really fast, and then she'd look crazy, and it was like, wow.
It was really cool. Like, that actress was able to, she was able to look really sweet at the beginning and then insane at the end. So I thought it was really, really well done. But again, lighting wise, for cinematography, at the beginning they used warm lights and everything, and then they started going to cool, and the entire movie is just cool. Like, it's just cold light. But I think it's perfect for the suspense. It was 2 hours long, and even though I've been falling asleep for the past few movies we've been watching every day, this movie I didn't fall asleep for. Like, I actually enjoyed it like thoroughly. So yeah.
Yeah, so we rate this movie a 9 out of 10 because a 10 out of 10, we thought it could be a 10 out of 10.
The ending was hasty.
It should be hard for us to give a 10 out of 10.
In my opinion, the reason why I'm saying is because the ending was kind of hasty.
Yeah.
And it's just because the issue they focused on is an issue I have seen over and over and over again. And, I guess
it's a good thing to focus on, but if you're
so
gonna
many
use
Indian
it, it has to
movies,
be
so many Indian movies
extraordinary.
use it as a way to gain popularity rather than a way to actually focus on the issue. But this movie did focus on the issue. But yeah, we think it's a 9 out of 10.
Okay, thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.